Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of my blind playthrough of RDR2 in 2025. This is your Monday episode. I'm recording it as a Friday evening, late Friday evening. I'm back after taking a week off. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I'm doing much better, and that was a good week for me. I don't really feel like I really processed anything so much, but overtly, consciously. But I think subconsciously I did, because I simply was able to, let's go right here. We'll go here first. Maybe not. I want to get out of this red area. There we go. I was just able to exhale. I was able to do exactly what I talked about doing, and just kind of play games and work on learning about AI and sort of just disappear into the moment and take a breather, you know. And so I'm pretty good to go now. Now this situation, I think I've come to the conclusion it's just never going to sit well with me. But there are plenty of things in life that don't sit well with me, you know. That's true of it. Anybody and everybody. You've been around the block enough time. There are things that have happened in this country and in this world that it's just, you know, who can sit here and read about World War II history and what all happened in Nazi Germany and have that sit well with them, you know. So it's just part of the normal tapestry of life is what I'm trying to explain. I got some feedback from a couple of you guys, and it was kind of like the greatest sort of feedback. I didn't really need anybody to really give me like a shoulder to cry on or empathize with me, but something with me is that I think it would be accurate to say the word obsessed. And that's not necessarily healthy, but I am obsessed with the art of communication. It's something that I just focus on constantly. I think it's part of my makeup and who I am. I've always been lauded for my communication skills, both oral and written. But even with that kind of evidence, I'm just constantly sort of wondering, did I effectively communicate myself? And not in a stressful kind of manner, but more in a, I am interested in this, and how can I improve? And so the feedback that I got from you guys was that I expressed myself very well. One of you said it was very courageous of me to be so I guess forthright with what was going on in my own headspace. And not to make this about me, it's not about me, it was about my troop, right? But it was about how I was dealing with that, and I did want to illustrate that to the world for anybody who might come across it in the future for their benefit, right? So that was good feedback, and I wanted to just say here publicly on the video, thank you for your responses and your encouragement in that area. It had an impact, and it's not something I would have asked for. In fact, I think in my video I was like, hey, if you want to do anything, don't do anything for me, pray for my troops, you know, or something like that. But it was kind of almost surprisingly had surprisingly positive impact for me, so I do appreciate it. That was not unnoticed or throwaway by any stretch of the imagination. And with that, let's go ahead and move on and just get back to how this series has been going, and that means talking politics. This week that I took off happened to be the most dramatic, drama-filled week for MAGA that we've had since Trump won the presidency. A lot of kerfuffle over the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. And, you know, I was kind of in the middle on this. And I'll tell you, I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Some of you are going to find this to be ridiculous, and it might even upset you if you're pro-MAGA, if you're like an atheist or agnostic. But my worldview is that the left picked a fight with the God they don't believe in, and they're finding out what that feels like. And I have found that to be the best explanation for why we have a completely implausible long series of deep state operations that have not just failed, they have backfired against them. Look, when you're wrong, anybody can be wrong. Think of it like a compass. There's a spectrum of wrong, but if you're 180 degrees wrong, and that happens time and time and time again, that's how you start getting suspected of being a spy or an undercover cop or something like that, right? When you're not just wrong, but you're the opposite of what the right answer was. It starts to, and this happens multiple times, it starts to look like you're planning that. You're purposely steering us in the wrong direction. Look at what Mike is doing here, you know? And so the deep state, their operation has not just failed, it has failed abysmally to the point that everything they do just backfires against them completely. So like, you know, whenever they were prosecuting Trump during the campaigning season for the 2024 election, their intention was to make this guy so nuclear radioactive that nobody could stand to be around him. 98 indictments or something to that effect, and had his mugshot taken and threatened by lawsuit after lawsuit, multiple investigations. They tried to make him toxic, right? And what did it do? Every single time they released a new indictment, it just amplified his popularity. It had the opposite effect of what they were looking for. Look at J6. Look at the headlines that came out shortly after J6. I'm talking late January, early February, and they're all talking about things. They're using rhetoric like, look, this episode, it might just be me talking. I'm not going to go see Dutch yet. They're using rhetoric like worst attack on American soil since Pearl Harbor. What? And you juxtapose that against pictures of grandma walking between the velvet lines inside the Capitol building, and you're like, these headlines are not even if you felt like J6 was a terrible travesty, it had to have occurred to you like that's a weird headline. It doesn't really match the imagery. Unless you were a far left kook. And even that, it took the deep state a little while to get that propaganda going. But that operation failed ultimately very, very badly. They could never get MAGA to be ashamed of Trump. That was the goal, to split him from his base. And eventually, the J6 narrative started to implode, and that was used as a rallying cry. So we have a number of years of multiple deep state operations being run against Trump that blows up in their faces. I don't think you can explain that through natural cause and effect. I think the most sensible explanation for that is the supernatural. That's the one that makes the most sense to me. And so my position with the whole Epstein thing was, I don't know what happened here. It looked like a really bad rollout. Like, there were a bunch of questions I had. Why did they release that news on the Friday of a weekend where they're going in celebrating some really majorly big wins, and they've got a big weekend planned for July 4th and all that I questioned that. And then some of the statements that were coming out that were directly contradicting statements that the administration itself had made earlier in the administration. It was like, what in the world? And I don't think this was, some people are saying this was 4D chess. I don't think so. I think this was a legitimate set of events that broke bad. And MAGA had an all-out fight over this. It's one of the few times that the MAGA base has really been sort of threatened with a fracture. right? There was a lot of heat being thrown, some really heavy opinions on both sides of the fence. The side that said, hey, we're getting a ton of wins, shut up, get in line, and have some faith. And then there was the other side that was saying, none of this stinks to high heaven. This isn't just a normal, we don't exactly know what's going on here. This looks shady as all get out. And the era of just trust me, bro, is farting over. Yeah. You know, go slap yourself in the face. I'm not doing what you just said. And so these two sides were fighting with each other, you know? And the Trump administration responded to that as the situation unfurled, kind of changed its course. People want to take credit for that. Benny Johnson feels really good about himself right now. I don't think so. I don't think that. I think you're a little bit too high on yourself on that, but I also don't think people. I think people have a right to feel pretty decently that they raised hell and it seemed to have an impact and some adjustments were made. But I don't know that was all you, right? So that's all I'm saying. I don't know. If I could take that back, I wouldn't have even said it. Because really, I think that Benny has every right to be happy. Let's see. Come on. Two of you. Three. Hey, man, kill him. There we go. I've never seen a pack that big. That was like 4 of them. What a pain in the ass. So the what seems to have happened though, as we get to the other side of this, is that where the F is my horse? Get your ass over here. We got work to go do. Maybe I can track them wolves down again. I'd like to F and kill every one of them. Yeah, I'm close to cursing. Kind of pissed about that. We get to the other side of this whole mess, and what's the state of the union, so to speak? Well, Trump has ordered Bondi to release the grand jury indictment, all the evidence there, and make it public, to unclassify it. Anything that he says is not obviously fake. The Wall Street Journal released a ridiculous hit piece. It's laughable. This letter that Trump supposedly wrote to Epstein sounds like the best way I saw it put was in a tweet where it said, we have thousands and thousands of hours of Trump talking, both before he was president and after, and not once has he ever sounded like a gay Twilight character, right? This is what happens when your deep state is full of beta cucks. they project their own twisted, non-masculine selves into what they're writing. You have an entire administration full of 3 classes: here we go. Beta cucks, women, and transvestites. Get your ass turned around. That's better. Say hi to your family for me. Yeah. So that's been the past administration, right? And that letter looks like it was written by one of those guys. Now maybe it was written before then and inserted into those files. I don't know. One of these Intel spooks wrote that thing. And it sounds like it would be one of these weirdo fetish having freaks. Right? And it doesn't sound anything like Trump. Nothing. And so it's laughable. It's ridiculous. Well, Trump is suing them. Right? And that's going to lead to some disclosure or some discovery, or it's going to lead to an out-of-court settlement that can include anything, not just money. Somebody else posted they posted a picture of the Palace of Versailles. They said President Trump's presidential library after all the court case money. These people are financing his monument, and it's pretty great. James Comey's daughter, who just botched the Diddy case and was also in charge of, I think, something related to Epstein as well. There were some other cases that she purposely threw away to get the person a sweetheart deal. I think she might have been in charge of the Hunter Biden thing. I can't remember, but she got fired. I mentioned that Fox, the Rupert Murdoch, is being sued, and a number of his associates and companies. That's going to be fantastic. A probe that had already been opened going into Crossfire Hurricane and John Brennan and James Comey in particular. Lisa Monaco's got to be sweating bullets right now, and a number of other Obama officials. Tulsi Gabbard just came out and said that Barack Obama weaponized the deep state intelligence agencies to fabricate a fictional narrative about Russia, and launder it through the news media to propagandize the American people. I don't know if she used this word specifically, guys, but I am telling you that is pretty darn close to the textbook definition of treason. And as far as I know, there's really only one punishment for treason. You get like two options: a blindfold and a last cigarette, or the gallows. But the end result is the same. So that's a pretty heavy accusation to make against a guy who's one of the most protected people in the history of American politics. So it looks like the deep state had poisoned the well on Epstein information, and they were probably all giddy whenever this thing broke bad and MAGA kind of went to war with itself for like a week. 7-day war. It was more like a family fight. And then Trump survives it, comes back, according to CNN, more popular. Like he's at 89% popularity with Republicans. So again, it completely fails, and they're forced to just kind of, I think they were forced to just kind of release that letter to the Wall Street Journal and twist whatever arms they had to get that thing published. The article comes out, in other words, I think they were saving that. Yeah. And they wanted Trump to be the one that released all this, and then for there to be sort of like an organic discovery of, holy smokes, what is this? Is this why you were hiding all this? But instead, Trump had caught wind of that, from what I hear, a couple weeks ago. And that explains his rhetoric when it came to the Epstein thing. He was reframing the narrative, because he knew that. I think that part, when it comes to 4D chess, is plausible. That he knew and understood what these people were trying to do, and so he did some maneuvering through force of personality and stirring the pot to get out ahead of that narrative, have a whole big brawl that people kind of argue with each other and kind of get on some shared pages and stuff like that, and then had this kind of force the deep state to be the one that releases it, and then the thing gets made fun of and completely mocked because it's that comical. I'm a little bit surprised. Normally the deep state's a little bit better at their operations. This looked like it was thrown together by a mentally ill midget. Is that offensive to you? Go screw yourself. Be mad. Yeah, I don't care. You know, that's what it looked like to me. And so the whole thing has once again backfired onto the deep state. It's been such a fantastic timeline, guys. And now we have the Director of National Intelligence, a Democrat liberal. I know she's not super progressive, but she's not a blue collar, like what they call a blue dog Democrat either. Tulsi Gabbard is a progressive liberal. She's just not as progressive as Nancy Pelosi, and she's not a Democrat socialist like AOC. But she is a progressive, and she's who's in charge of our intelligence agencies, and I'm repeating myself now, but she pointed the finger at Obama, at Brennan, and at Comey. Guys, I think this is all setting up. We just had a fire. We entered into a dark tunnel where we didn't know what was going to be on the other side. MAGA handled it with the typical fire that they have in the belly, and came out on the other side of the tunnel staring at future indictments and arrests. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm not promising you it's going to happen, but I'm saying the table is set. And you have a president in his second term who doesn't care. He told his own base, if you believe this Jeffrey Epstein stuff, you're an idiot and I don't need your support. Holy smokes, this guy does not care. He doesn't care. And that's the President Trump I want in office. The one that doesn't give a rip about what anybody else thinks. He sees the pieces laid out before him and he's going for the jugular. He's putting all his chips in the middle. And he's shooting the gap, man. He's going for it. And I'm here for it. I love that. I absolutely love that. He's been making fun of people on Twitter again, you know, like Rosie O'Donnell and stuff. And I don't know. It's really a great time to be alive. So we'll see what happens going forward into the future. But man, I think that the table is set for some really dramatically good stuff to happen in the reshaping of America. I remember years ago when Barack Obama was first elected and he had that big post-election party in Chicago. It was like a TV show, right? And came out on stage and he said, tonight, fundamental change has come to America. Well, partner, you had your 15 minutes of fame, and everything that you did has slowly been getting rolled back through the 2 Trump presidencies, and we're only 6 months into this one, or 7 months now, and he's absolutely housing your farging deck of cards. I'm telling you, we're burning their dollhouse down, and they are so pissed about it. But there's not much that they can do. It doesn't seem like it. They're getting outflanked, outmaneuvered, outsmarted, outplayed, outfoxed, outmanned, and outgunned. ICE got plussed up so that they're the third most well-funded martial organization. I don't want to say military because they're a police organization, right? But only the American military and Chinese military have more funding than ICE because we got that bill across the table. They're starting to really go after people that are attacking them in the streets. People are getting arrested and having to pay the consequences. I mean, law and order is making a comeback. And we're looking at a new America. I'm going to say like a new old America. We are returning back to what America was built on and its foundational principles and getting away from this color revolution Marxist vision for America. And it's absolutely glorious to watch. This is everything I voted for and then some. I'm not going to say I can't be more excited because, I mean, you hang a few people that I think are dirtbags, and that's going to eclipse my excitement level that I'm at right now. But it's going exceptionally well.
Whoa, easy. Yep.
I just don't want to deal with you, Bear. I'm not even going to harvest. Because I shot that thing like 3 times. It's not going to be a good fur. Alright, now we're going to go see Dutch. We're at just about 30 minutes. And if there's big news happening politically, that seems to be sort of the norm for me, is that I'll spend about half the episode talking about politics in such a way that I don't want to I don't actually want to go do things in the game. I'm just riding around. And then we'll break off, and I'll still probably talk politics and stuff, but we're actually playing the game at that point in time. So here we go. We're going to try and get this next Dutch mission done. But how do you guys feel, man? I am super stoked about, you know what, our horse needs health. I am just super stoked about how things are going. Revives horse. Horse stamina. Else restores horse health. Hey man, that didn't do what I was looking for it to do. I guess what I need is like restores health core. Stamina, darn it. Okay. So, I guess I don't have anything. I can feed them. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna feed them just out of general, like I thought it was time for them to eat, but then I remembered that food will actually return that health. Oh, goodness. Oh, that was John. Yeah, gotcha. All right.
Morning.
So I'm completely stoked and wondering if you guys are feeling the same way. Most of MAGA seems to. I see a lot of that phrase online. I voted for every bit of this, right? Really seems to piss liberals off. Have you seen liberals being all pearl clutching about alligator Alcatraz? Man, I love that. I love that they're pissed.
Strong, tough, dumb as rocks. Like a cowboy in a little book. I'm only getting...
What you talking about? Pearson left. Old uncle. The traitors. Both gone at dawn. They said to young Tilly they were running to save themselves. I think Mary Beth left as well.
Oh, wow.
So it goes. They are goddamn cowards, Arthur. Cowards. Of all the time we spent to run off...
Well, I guess they don't want to die, Dutch.
Ain't nobody gonna... This is a tough time. And you ain't doing too well. But we, our community, we will survive. They will not crush us.
I hope so. But if we let Jack and the women free, well then
There
maybe
ain't
we
no
can...
freedom for no one in this country no more, Arthur. One
Yeah,
more
see, I
big
disagree with
score.
Dutch.
We
He
got
ain't
enough
letting
money
him
to
leave now.
All this turmoil has the army and Pinkerton spinning. We take a boat and slip away.
I don't know what you're saying, Dutch, but it seems like I've heard it all before.
Just one more
And there's
train.
always a goddamn train. Arthur!
This is different. We know this is full of cash. Army payroll, money and supplies to repair the bridge that you blew. This is all going to plan. We rob Uncle Sam and we leave. The poetry of it all. What do you think?
It sounds wonderful. Hell, yeah. I ain't got much to lose, but... You know, the women and the children. And John and his family. I'm afraid I have to insist. I mean, we gotta let them go, because if the Pinkertons come through again, they will kill everyone.
John? Insist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
insist.
Yep.
Of course, pal. Whatever you think is best, I will see to it. Huh? Now, we gonna rob a train?
Sure.
We will survive. We will flourish. We have work to do, my friends. Let's go. Come on. We are gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all.
All right, man.
Insists upon it. Insists. Let's
Oh,
ride
boy.
out, gentlemen.
Dutch is
go.
really fuming.
Yeah! Okay, let's pick up the pace. Train is due in Saint Denis in an hour.
We're robbing a train in the middle of a city?
No, it's going to stop there, take on mail and water, let off some boys heading home on leave, and then it heads out.
They know the bridge is gone, Black Lung. There'll be a patrol past Annisburg, waiting down by the river to collect the money.
We sneak on quietly, and then we got a short time to stop the train before it reaches the patrol. John, you go get that dynamite. We'll meet back up outside of Saint Denis.
I'll go with them.
As you wish.
Come on. It's this way. I hid the wagon down here after we blew the bridge.
This is one big goddamn group of us to be riding back into Saint Denis.
Yeah. I heard the Pinkertons had pretty much taken over Van Horn. Moved a whole heap of men in there. Things are closing in fast.
Shit.
This is cool. I never played Red Dead 1, but you're really starting to see the
Should be
old
just
and
through
the
these
new
trees.
blend here with these
There
two
it is.
characters.
I'll get the dynamite.
No, I can do it.
You sure?
I'm fine.
Okay. It's in the back.
Got it.
All right. Let's get this done. No point in putting this off any longer. So listen, Abigail just told me, the money, it's hidden in the caves at Beaver Hollow.
What?
Yeah, so much for never hiding it near camp. Dutch was getting even sloppier than we thought.
Are Abigail and Jack ready to leave?
I think so.
Okay. Well, whatever happens with this job today, wherever Dutch and them go next, we're getting you the hell out of here. We're going to get you the money you need. Knowing the three of you got out, well, maybe all of this will still mean something. Tilly and Susan, too. I'll do whatever it takes.
You've always had my back, Arthur.
Perhaps not always.
Anyway, here we go. One last train, Arthur.
One last train.
Wow, you can really see the character arc and how Arthur's disposition towards John has changed through the course of the game. Man, I don't know if we'll ever get a game like this again. There are great games out there. Skyrim was a great game. GTA, not my cup of tea, but great games, right? But this is just unique in its storytelling and immersion.
Then off we go. Off we go, indeed.
One last time, gentlemen. I got us a river boat. We'll head up to New York or Chicago and get a real boat from there out to the tropics.
So long as it isn't Guarma.
Oh, it'll be paradise, son.
It's all coming together, Dutch. Just like we planned.
Is that okay with you, John?
Bootlicker.
Arthur? Or do you insist on something different?
Sounds about as good now as every time I heard it before.
Oh, Abigail must be real excited. All packed up like she is. I could just see her in the little grass skirt.
Don't talk to me, you son of a bitch.
Boys, okay now, let's keep it down. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves going through here. Nice and easy through town, fellas.
Ah, Saint Denis. It's good to be back. Happy memories, huh, John?
Will you shut up, Mackie?
That's enough. Quiet, all of you. Not much further now.
Micah's a good antagonist, man. He's evil. Yeah, he knows how to push buttons. He's subtle about it. He doesn't push too hard. He just needles you and pushes you right to the edge and has a good feel for what he can get away with, which is narrative framing. He frames how things look, and he decides who looks bad or who looks good because people let him, and he knows where to stop, how not to cross the line, how just to get to the very edge of it. He's exceptionally manipulative. It's very skilled. He makes a good bad guy.
All right. Cleet, Sadie, you board halfway along. John, you and Arthur are gonna board at the back. Rest of you, follow Mike and I, and join once they stop the train.
Here she comes.
Oh, pulling in pretty quick. Oh, went right through, didn't stop.
Sneak on now.
God damn it. Well, everybody mount up.
We still going through with this?
Of course we are.
Come on, Arthur! We gotta get on that train!
This is exciting.
Jump, Arthur! You okay?
Yeah.
Buddy's in the front carriage. We gotta push forward. Quick, before it burns out. I'm gonna put you down. Come on! That's it for you! Stay down! You're not away from this!
Oh boy, John, get out the way, man.
Almost! You're dead! Push up on him! How you doing there,
I'm okay.
You're gonna die, dumb bastard!
Let's get to the next carriage!
Enjoy your last moments alive!
Look out! There's some on the roof!
Hey, how many of you went and watched like old westerns again after playing a game like this? If you're younger, some more current westerns would be like 310 to Yuma. You should go check that out. That was a good one. This one's like, if you're young, this is gonna count as an old movie, but it's not John Wayne era old. And that's Silverado. Silverado's really, really good.
Let's go, Arthur!
So much for sneaking on here.
You feel like ditching?
Of course not.
Let's get to the front! Come on!
Oh, that's, what's her name?
I don't see him!
Who knows if this was their goddamn plan all along?
I'm putting you down!
Keep pushing forward! Put him down! Let's keep moving!
This is where you die!
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Just like the old days!
This don't feel nothing like the old days.
Yeah, it might be more dangerous. We ain't got the drop on people like we used to.
You're a dead man! Go to hell! All over now!
Oh no! That sucks. Retried checkpoint. I was trying to get behind that box. Yeah, honestly speaking, guys, it feels good to be playing this game again.
Kill that bastard!
You're a dead man now!
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Money's in the front carriage. We gotta push forwards quickly before we run out of track.
Come on, get the right thing picked. There we go.
How you doing there, Arthur?
I'm okay.
Too close.
I'm gonna blow your head off!
We're putting you all down. Keep pushing forward. That's just nothing.
Dead, you dumb bastard! We're putting you in the dirt!
Ah, there we go.
Push up on him. Look out! There's some on the roof.
So much for sneaking on here.
You feel like ditching?
Of course not.
I'm gonna watch you bleed out, coward!
You first.
Let's keep moving. Come on! Let's get to the next carriage! Let's get to the front! Come on! Hellfire!
Ah, Dutch and Mike!
I don't see him!
Who knows if this was their goddamn plan all along?
Let's go, Arthur! I'm shot! Christ alive! I'm gonna shoot another one at him!
Uh-oh. Gonna have to go on top of that one.
Crane's on fire! Come on! We can't get through the smoke! Come on, jump!
Climb. Get on Dutch's horse. Ah, shoot. Hopefully that was a checkpoint.
Crane's on fire! Come on! We can't get through the smoke! Come on, jump! Get going, Bill! All right, let's get back on there. Get back on, jump!
Uncouple that carriage before it blows us all up!
On it!
The train's being robbed!
Man the gun, Arthur!
Okay, they got scouts. So we're coming up on their camp.
Well done!
Now get on!
Uh-oh.
John! I'll get John! You protect that money! Man the gun, Arthur! I'll go stop the train! Stop the train? Whatever you do, do not stop the train! You secure up ahead, but keep us moving! I'll deal with that patrol when they come through!
Shit! We got a lot of riders on our tail, Arthur!
I see him!
Watch your right! You sure you can handle that gun? 'Cause I can't take over if you want.
Just shut the hell up!
Hey! We all gotta work together on this! Look out on the left! Watch the right! How the hell did I get settled with you, little lady? Watch your goddamn mouth! On the left! Look out on the right! Look left!
Dang, man, big bullet holes.
Look out on the right!
That's the power of high
Will you shoot
caliber,
him,
man.
for Christ's sake? What the hell you think I'm doing? Listen! I don't take orders from you! Okay, get off the gun! We need to go for the money! Come on! The money should be in the front carriage! Okay, quick!
go. The money's in their carriage.
All right, guess I better blow this thing.
Ha! Here we go.
We got something! Catch! Yeah! Wait.
Who is that guy? Is that one of Micah's friends?
Morgan! The driver's dead! This thing ain't stopping! We got to get off!
Okay then, let's go.
Jesus. We're alive. Yeah, just about.
That shiznit was close.
Well, let's move.
Where's John?
I tried.
He didn't make it. That patrol killed him. We had to run.
Come on, let's go. Before another patrol turns up.
Ha! Ha!
I don't know if I trust that. But he'd have to have everybody on his side. Now, who all went with him? I know it was him and Micah. Bill? No, I think Bill was with us. I think Bill had gone to check on the driver of the train.
Who did?
Agent Milton and his men took her to Van Horn to be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son. Without John, she's just bait. Got a bunch of money, Dutch. She's just a girl. They won't do nothing to her. But me and the boys know.
Yep.
We need to keep riding on this one, Dutch. You know
that's
it.
Mike's
Every
friends.
man here knows
So we
it.
just gonna let the boy be made an orphan?
It ain't like that.
What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. It's Micah. It pains me to say it, Arthur. But he's right.
Hutch!
Come on, boys.
Yeah!
Well, I guess that's that then. All them goddamn years.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go get her. You and me is all we need.
Miss Tilly. Here. Take this. You take this money, too. Take Jack, and you wait at Copperhead Landing for Abigail and Mrs. Adler.
Thank you, Arthur.
You're a good girl. You live a good life now, you hear?
All right, Arthur. I'll miss...
Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Jack, come here. Be brave, son. I'm gonna go get your mama. Mrs. Adler. Ride with me.
Yeah!
All right, Wildcat, let's go raise hell.
If they're putting her on a boat, they'll probably dock at the north end of town. So I reckon we should go in the other way.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. God, those goddamn bastards.
Look, just follow me, okay? We're gonna get this done, Arthur.
Well, we're at 54 minutes, guys, but we ain't stopping this.
Now he don't care if he orphans his friend's child so long as he gets rich. All his goddamn talk all them years. Seems like it was always a lie. Or he went crazy. What a mess.
Sure. Guess he began to believe he was God or something.
I don't know. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Into us.
Listen, if you hadn't shown up at my house that night, I'd be dead. And even this bullshit beats dead.
I thought I could find a way to get John, Abigail, and Jack out of this mess. Give them a life. Seems I left it too late.
If we could still get Abigail, maybe her and Jack will be okay.
John, Hosea, Mac, Avie, Jenny, Sean, Lenny. We have to put an end to this. And Eagle flies, another angry fool he used just like he did with the rest of us.
Like I said, Arthur, we don't need them. We're gonna make this right. Me and you together. What's left of it. Now come on.
Is it possible to save it? Because it's not. I think, guys, we're gonna save it actually, because it feels like a really good cliffhanger moment, like they do with TV shows, and then pick it up right here in the next episode on Wednesday. Let's get to a save point first, and I'm kind of thinking of this live.
Let's ditch the horses and come up with a plan.
All right, guys, future Aesop here, and the way that this rolled out is that the game wouldn't let me save, and so I am manually cutting this episode in half because it took me just about a perfect 2 hours to record the whole thing, and I'm going to make this into 2 episodes. So this is the halfway point, and you'll see the next half on Wednesday. So again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods, and I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.